Let's get going here on another episode of Dry Blood. Welcome back, Acolytes. The after action show begins now. Belet, Derick, Friday, Dan. How did it feel, Friday? How did it feel to be in the arena? How does it feel to be a champion?
A champion.
Champion. How's it feel?
Through the beating up an old man.
How's it feel to mercilessly murder an old man?
Every time you hit me, it's how many times do we have to keep teaching you this lesson, old man?
Does this bop?
Every time.
Yeah, that was really fun. I thought fighters are kind of interesting in that they don't scale without magic items generally, because instead of getting spells to scale, they just need items. So it's kind of funny to see like how well they can do in a one-on-one situation, but obviously D&D is totally not balanced for a PvP.
Right.
So yeah.
It was exciting to see, and to see how, of course, knowing that this is PvP, how you choose to play the character differently than how you might play them in a campaign, right? It's different when it's like, oh, this is a monster, and there's 12 other monsters we have to destroy,
Yeah.
right? I can unleash hell every single time.
Yeah, definitely found it to be interesting as far as like the trying to create as interesting a scenario with the environment as well. Something that I try to do just to have fun in my own games, because I think doing a little bit of improvisation with the environment always makes things more fun. I generally don't play casters though, so
Yeah. I loved it.
And you did.
Yeah,
Flipping the cart was brilliant.
Yeah, I love that. Super. We haven't had a hero point to flip a cart onto an old man yet, so that's a first for the show.
The first, number one.
What was it like being under the cart, Derick?
You know, I felt like this whole thing was very reactionary. Things would happen to Derick, and then I would have to then figure out how I was going to get out of this situation. Derick was never on the up and up. I think his first term got him excited, like, oh yeah, this is gonna be a fight, and then it just turned into poor old Derick getting beaten on.
I mean, he went through like all his prayer of healing and all of his lay on hands in like 2 rounds.
Yeah, like I didn't have an attack. I didn't have a real attack for the first 2 rounds, because I would have died.
Yeah.
But no, I thought it was super funny that like basically all I could do was kind of react to things, and then eventually the only thing Derick had left in him was just a one last grand hurrah with a gun.
And so it was. That was a beautiful moment where you were doing major damage.
I wasn't adding the +3 to damage, so that's +10 on top of it.
So nine more.
Yeah, whatever that.
Belet's still up.
You're still up? Okay.
It's one of those things like, that's the hard part with a one shot. It's like, I have a character who has a lot of things, and I gotta remember to do all the things so I can actually live.
I was so like, oh shit, when I rolled that nat 20 early, because I know my luck, and it was like I blew it. Yeah, and not only did I blow it, I blew it on a ranged attack, so I can't pump smite into it. I'm like, well, shit.
What have I done to myself?
It's always interesting to see people come and play on the show, because we just, we do things very differently and very non-traditional D&D, because we have to balance things out and to keep it fun and interesting. But it's always fun to see how people come in and what they choose to do, what they choose not to do, and stuff like working in with the environment, or like sometimes you just have so many spells, you have so many features and abilities because we're playing level 10 that like it's not like playing a campaign. You're back and forth. You don't get that time to sit for a whole round and like wait and like look, oh, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do this, and if he does this, I'm gonna do this. Like you don't get that time, so you end up forgetting all of the shit you had. You have a plan and it just goes out the fucking window. I love that.
Well, the fact that you gave the fighter a fucking storm giant strength potion,
I didn't give
then
I
you
didn't
gave-
give
The
shit.
And then
magic
you gave
item table
me-
did.
Yes.
you gave me essentially a shield. Your
Gerald gave.
The
I
dice
didn't
giveth.
give.
Yeah, that's not how this works, okay?
Yeah.
I honor
Yeah,
the dice. That's it.
Yeah, a hard laboring creature, whatever, that needed some PTO, you know?
Yeah.
And we do have a great PTO program, so Belet, you will
Good.
get advantage of that. We do
Oh, wonderful.
at
I
least
did.
at
I did.
3
Yeah.
yeah,
Go
extra
ahead.
days each week. Like it's expected you take an extra weekend or extra long weekend once a month at least, and you are required to take at least a whole 2 weeks off at some
Right.
point in the year altogether.
I should hope that I would get 2 weeks off after getting shot in the fucking gut with a machine gun.
You know, you still have that splinter too.
Damn.
That's the
I feel
part
like
that hurts
it
the
was like
worst.
that World of Warcraft blunderbuss that has just 3 exit
Yes.
barrels.
Yeah.
So it's just like one shot, but 3 of them went. No, I kind of went into this knowing that I wanted to play the heal. So everything that you were saying, like with unionizing and doing all this stuff, I wanted to be like capitalism. Yes.
I feel like that'd be a fun character where you go in only to heal yourself every time and just try to like outlive them through the environment itself. I feel
Fun
like this-
fact. At the Dread Fortress, we do have several unions. We have a Chinchillas union.
Yes.
There's a
Oh.
Goblin union.
Yes.
There may be one
We're
other
pro-union.
union. Yeah, we're very pro-union at the Dread Fortress.
that are healthy and
Yeah.
advocate for their individuals. So that's why we
Yeah.
have so many good benefits.
The leader of the Chinchilla union is kind of a dick, though. I will say
Yes.
that.
Right.
Well, sometimes you
Kind
have
of a
to
dick.
be a dick.
Yeah, I mean, that's what union work is, really. You're just
Mhm.
defending against all the, all the rich nobles out
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. Who could that be?
Not me.
No,
That's why
no.
I'm out adventuring,
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
no
the rebel
generational
rich
wealth.
kid.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I kind of wanted to bring up like stuff like maybe that Derick was super rich and like he was like part of like the capitalist system and stuff like that. Like I wanted to make him the bad guy.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I wanted everybody to hate him.
Instead, he
I
kind of
like
became
that
the sad
Belet's
guy.
character comes from a rich background, but only offered coupons.
How do you
don't
think they got
stay
rich?
rich by giving away your wealth.
Yes.
That's
So-
what they say.
Yeah.
I think I leaned into it a little bit too with the dog. Like, oh, it's a cute little dog. And like me inside, I'm like, get a little dog. But then I'm like, Derek's like, he wants to step on that dog. Like you kick the dog or something. Like make it to
terrible.
where it's like,
You would've
oh, he's
gotten
the
a
evil
bait.
guy. Yeah. Like he's the evil guy, right?
Yeah, it is
Terrible.
funny. People sometimes play the heel, and it's always a good time.
Or the bad guys.
It's hard to play the heel when you're just getting the shit kicked out of you.
Yeah.
That's where like it turned into like, what am I doing here?
It's hard to be an
dying.
asshole
I
when
can
you're
talk
just,
a lot of shit, but I'm getting the fucking shit kicked out of me.
Nothing feels good right now.
takes a
Nope.
certain kind of heel to stand up to that kind of beating.
Yeah, exactly.
Dang.
Oh man. Well, we like to end this little after show by getting some final words, either as yourself or as your character. Words of advice or encouragement. They can be funny, serious. To the acolytes at home. Dan, you got anything? Let's start with you.
Yeah, sure. As you can see in this game, a lot of nat ones were rolled, and that's kind of my whole deal, right? Like I'm the nat one guy. I roll terrible during games, and I want everybody to know that no matter what, if you roll a 1 in the game or if you roll a 1 in real life, know that there's some way and somewhere that you can turn it around and either make it fun or it might not be as bad as you think. So just keep pushing through and keep being awesome.
Wise words. Wise words. Thank you. Friday, the floor is yours.
Hey, yeah, I guess I didn't come prepared with wisdom. I
Shit talk instead. It's okay.
okay.
Shit talking instead.
That's fine.
A good substitute.
Nobody said it had to be wise.
Wow. This was a great experience, and also I think that if you want to DM, you should try DMing, and have some fun. I definitely think that there's a lot to be gained from DMing, and
Yeah. Always push yourselves, everyone. Nat ones aside,
All right.
be brave.
You heard it here. We will see you on the next episode of D20 Deathmatch. Peace.